In terms of financial aid, to check out the different departments on campus and even EOP. They have like a little scholarship book, and definitely check out the financial aid website because there's a lot of grants that you never know that might apply to you.
Make sure you know your deadlines and budget your money.
First quarter, go find workshops all throughout campus.
The way that I personally do it, since I have a bank account, I use online banking. And I'll always keep track of my expenses.
Apply for scholarships.
Keep track of your expenses and not to spend on things that you don't need.
Remember that we are in a beach community, so it's more likely that if you need supplies or snacks or anything like that, it's better to buy them back home and then just come back here because the price of a lot of things are inflated here, including gas.
The books, even before the quarter begins, you can go online to the bookstore website and look at the prices and see how much it's going to cost used and new. And then you can also compare the prices online. The ISBN number, you can type it into the Amazon website and you get a whole bunch of listings there.
Instead of purchasing books, there's always the option to rent them or possibly check them out through the library. Because a lot of people don't know this, but our library has access to all the other UC libraries, and then in addition, all the other libraries worldwide.
Getting a job, definitely talk to the EOP department. They're always hiring for people in a year in advance.
Checking out the front desk because that's where they open the desk attendant positions, and then it'd be easier to work there because you're at the front desk, and then also the dining commons just because it's right next to the residence halls.
Go to career services and see if there's any type of volunteer work that you can do that maybe might ensure a job in the future.
Your experience here will be determined by the relationships that you develop.
In your first year, you might be really tempted to want to go home often, but what I found is that for the students who stay on campus more often than they go home, they kind of get more connected to the campus community.
Definitely be very friendly and open and try to meet as many people as you can in the dorms.
Explore your hall. A lot of the residence halls are very, very social. Everyone wants to meet anyone, so it's like an easy 100 Facebook friends within a day. So definitely just be the random person who goes to every floor, talk to people because everyone's trying to friends.
I would say keep a balance between work and play. Study a good amount and have fun with your friends, but just try to keep a balance.
Please continue to make the effort to meet people throughout sophomore and junior year. You're going to find out that freshman year you're going to be meeting a whole bunch of people in the dorms, a lot of people in classes and everything, and that's great. But you're also going to find out that a lot of people, when it comes time to sophomore year, you move in with your friends, which is fine, and but you do get into this comfort zone, and you tend to meet, you're less inclined to meet less people. But just because you're in that comfort zone, don't stop trying to make the effort to meet new people.
Stick with something that you're very, very passionate about, something that doesn't feel like work, something that you're excited to do every day, something that maybe will lead, to a good career path.
But if you go to orgs, you get that more personal time with people that you want to mingle with, people you want to socialize with, and you really never know who you're going to meet. You're going to meet lots of people, and when you go to those orgs and those meetings, you meet them based on personal interest rather than just academic.
Tell first years to remember why they're here. Yes, they're here so they can make friends. Yes, they're here so they can have the college experience. But most importantly, you are here to get your degree.
It's not a bad thing if you just sacrifice a weekend to go study instead of drinking. Don't feel like because you're in Santa Barbara, you're pressured to drink every weekend.
You take advantage of the resources that are provided by services like CLES. Sign up for a tutoring workshop if you need to develop a particular skill, whether it's reading comprehension, whether it's writing improvement, whatever it is, there's tons of services available. And the other thing I'd recommend is being very strategic in terms of how you're enrolling in your courses. It's good to just explore a variety of courses, but at the same time you want to make sure that you're on track academically. So when you're enrolling for your courses for the following quarter, it'd be a good thing to check in with your EOP counselors or it'd be a good thing to have your laser on your side, just so that you're on track and that you're not falling behind with your courses.
I feel like you have to find your study spot. Not everyone can study in a huge, loud environment or with music on or with a big table. Some people like studying in cubicles.
I would say start off your first quarter by meeting with an advisor, either from the EOP department or College of Letters and Science or College of Engineering if that's where you're at. Because eventually you're going to need a relationship where you ask people for letters of recommendation. And so if you start your career early and you get a good relationship and you get a good vibe with this person, then eventually they're going to be really good people to look for resources or networking possibly in the future. So
It's stressed that you should talk to your professors, and you really should talk to your professors.
Going to see your professors.
Go talk to your professors.
Going to office hours.
It would be definitely go to office hours.
At first you might not know what to say, but a suggestion would be to go online and look at what previous projects they're involved with, their current projects, and maybe start approaching them with that.
Develop study networks. You need to get together with other students that are in the same field that you are, or other students that are just taking classes that you're taking that quarter.
You just look over your notes a little bit, skim through it. That information does process a lot better and sink into your mind. So by the time finals come or midterms come around, you're not going to be cramming everything. It's actually things that you've learned at a really good pace.
Asking questions is a big thing. Preparing before your assignments due, days in advance, to be able to just make any changes necessary. And enjoy studying your major, because that helps you to push you further and actually study.
You can do so many things after you graduate, and it's really about what you want to do and taking that step to do it, because the hardest step is probably just to take that first step.
For postgraduate preparation, it really depends on what you want to do. I personally am going to graduate school, so you would have to take the GREs, prepare for the GREs, get 3 letters of recommendation, and if you want strong letters of recommendation, I recommend you talk to your professors early as freshman year, which I've done, and maintain that connection, send them thank you cards, happy holiday, cards when it comes time for Christmas or whatever not, and just try to maintain that connection, stop by every once in a while, and so by the time when it comes to senior year and you need their letter of recommendation, they still have you in mind.
Just definitely talk to your EOP counselor, because it helps you to kind of think about a future after undergrad, and definitely the Graduate Student Resource Center.
And there's other opportunities to kind of advance research, one of them being the McNair Scholars Program. The McNair Scholars Program is a program that helps and supports undergraduates interested in pursuing a PhD or doctoral degree by providing them or supplying them with resources on how to prepare for the GRE, by helping them pair up with faculty members, and by funding them to travel to conferences and present some of their research.
It's never too early to start researching. Go to the career services, they'll help you with your resume, they'll help you with your cover letters, you can start applying to internships, talk to people who are older than you, who maybe have ins into the career that you want. Basically just use all of your resources here. Use GauchoLink, because once you graduate, you don't have access to GauchoLink, so just make sure you take advantage of that now.